Post Malone faces major backlash over concert.
Billie Eilish reveals dark meaning behind her hit song.
And we're shouting you out on You're So Clever. Plus,
We have something special for you in today's show.
all that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown.
Hello, everyone. I hope that you are having a wonderful Friday. I'm Emile Ennis Jr.
I'm Sussan Morad. We're so happy that you're here joining us today. I'm in such a good mood today.
Me too.
You know, like there's a lot of crazy stuff going on around the world right now, and it is a lot, but you know what? We can choose to still smile and bring you guys the news that we love to bring you every week. And we're just so happy that you're here with us.
Yes, we have a very, very exciting show for you today. A lot of news to cover. We're going to definitely give you some updates on what's going on with the coronavirus and the shutdowns. But we also have something very fun in today's show coming later, so make sure you stay tuned and watch the whole show.
Yes.
But let's go ahead and get into the latest with what's going on in the world. Okay, so first of all, thank you all so much for sharing each and every day what's going on and where you are in the world. We really do read each and every one of your comments, and because it's Friday, we will highlight some of our favorite comments on You're So Clever later, but we wanted to give you some updates that have developed in the last 24 hours, starting with Billie Eilish, who has officially postponed her tour. She took to social media to inform fans, saying, "It is with great sadness to announce the following. Billie Eilish Where Do We Go North American tour dates have been postponed until further notice. Details on postponed dates to be announced soon. All tickets will be honored for the new dates." She continued on saying, "I'm so sad to do this, but we need to postpone these dates to keep everyone safe. We'll let you know when they can be rescheduled. Please keep yourselves healthy. I love you." So check out her socials to see all the postponed dates. But that's not all. Disney has temporarily closed all of its parks worldwide. Broadway has shut down all productions until April 12th. The Kids' Choice Awards have been postponed. March Madness has been canceled. Katy Perry was in Australia and, according to reports, was supposed to do press yesterday, but she ended up leaving the country early for her safety. A lot of St. Patrick's Day festivals and parades have been canceled. A lot of prides have been canceled. And, Susan, you know this, many talk shows have actually stopped having a live studio audience or halting production altogether.
So, till like we don't know when.
Yeah. But we have a
we have a live studio
live
audience today.
today.
Yeah.
Your biggest fan. I'm your biggest fan.
We love you. We told you we've got a fun show in store for you today, a really fun show. All right, Emile, so you just mentioned Billie Eilish postponing her North American tour dates, but we've got some more Billie Eilish news, and it might actually make you look at one of your favorite songs maybe in a different way.
Yeah, I think we can all agree and confess that we're either thinking, humming, or singing, "I had a dream. I got everything I wanted." Okay, well, I'm about to explain the true meaning behind that, and let me just break it down. So, of course, the song is beautiful and captivating. We love the lyrics and the beat, and of course, we love Billie. But in a new interview, Billie is explaining the true original meaning and inspiration behind the song. In a new interview with the New York Times, Billie talks about the dream that she actually had. The article opens up revealing that in September of 2018, Billie had a dream about taking her own life. She said, "I jumped off a building. I was in a really bad place mentally." But the profile goes on to say that, quote, "The dream struck her less as a nightmare than as a grimly alluring fantasy." The next day, she approached her older brother, Phineas O'Connell, a songwriter and producer, and told him about it. They have collaborated on every piece of music she has put out, and she presented the dream to him as possible inspiration for a new song. Now, before we continue, we know that random scenarios, people, pretty much anything can inspire a song or an album, but this is pretty dark. Anyway, Billie talks about what happened when she told Phineas, saying, "We had this big argument because I admitted something that I was, it wasn't a physical thing I was admitting. I don't know how to put it without actually saying it, and I don't want to actually say it, but it was me admitting to something that was very serious about my depression. A very serious step that I was admitting that I was planning on taking." And Phineas said, "I don't want to write a song about you killing yourself and how that's everything you wanted." We love the relationship that Phineas and Billie have, and Phineas actually talked about his side, saying a lot of songs are written in retrospect, but this one felt like it was being written in real time. And I was like, this is something we've got to write on the other side of this hill. We have to go through this in real life. You can't always solve your problems in the song. But what's beautiful is they took a break, came back a year later, and Billie said, "This song is the way I can feel these things without doing something to myself." And then they both decided to make the song about each other. You have to check out the full article, but obviously, I love how vocal Billie Eilish is with her dealing with depression, and a lot of artists, but specifically Billie. And I think that's a very important message to talk about. You know, I was listening to AJ's show the other day, and they had like a therapist on who was saying, if somebody says, "I'm stressed" or "I'm depressed" or whatever it is, it's not necessarily the best to say, "Oh, don't worry
about it."
Like, let you or let that person feel those emotions and talk it out and cope in the best way possible that keeps them safe and healthy. So I loved it that she opened up.
Yeah, because everybody's feelings, the way you feel is always valid. Like, nobody can tell you, don't be stressed, don't freak out. It's like a lot of the stuff happening right now with coronavirus.
Right.
You sometimes need to feel those emotions. It's human to feel those emotions. It's a normal thing, and work through it, like you said. And I love that Billie always does open up about the way she feels, and she's proof, and she's always out there saying, you're not alone, and she thought these terrible thoughts at one point, but now she's not thinking about doing these sort of things and sharing her story with the world. I actually asked Phineas about this particular song at the American Music Awards last year, because it was when it just came out, and I said, is it true that it's like a bit of a love letter between you and Billie? And he said, you know, he wrote like parts of the song, sort of writing it to her, and the rest is almost like Billie writing it about her own experiences and things she was going through. And I just love these two as a duo. My God, I just cannot wait to see.
To have somebody like that in your life is just so special.
So special. All right, you guys, it is time for You're So Clever. Ooh, we should make a jingle.
Should we?
We should.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
You're so clever. Like we said, we've got a very fun show. This is not even the last fun thing we're going to do today. We got more coming up later in the show, but we're going to highlight some of our favorite comments from this week, starting off with Sunny5MA said, OMZ, what? No, sing all you like. You guys are awesome, and it's your shenanigans. I love it. Ignore the stupid people.
We will sing all we want.
All we want. As well as Fancy Vlogs saying, I love you, Emile and Susan. You two are my favorite hosts. And Ami Atini Monbebe, I think I said that maybe correctly. You both look so gorgeous as usual. I love DHR and you both so much. You'll always brighten up my day. Heck, my week. Aww.
We're here to bring joy.
Here to bring joy and sparkles. As well as Beatrice saying, okay, so I need to know what king of lotion Emile is using, like urgently. I know this is honestly one of those things that I'm always like, Emile, you are glowing.
Okay.
And I think we might have discussed it before, but I don't want to hear it again.
I'm covered up
teach us your
today.
ways.
You may see more of me later, hint, hint. But I use Palmer's Shea Butter. Wait, Drew, what is it? Palmer's Shea Butter Balm. That's the name of it. Palmer's Shea Butter Balm. And it has a mixture of shea butter and cocoa butter, and it smells so freaking good.
And he's always glowing, right?
And
always
that's
glowing.
not sponsored.
However, we would like some sponsorship.
I'll put it right on the table.
As well as James Harvey saying, Susan looking gorgeous as always. Thank you so much, Harvey. Appreciate you so much. As well as this fan saying, Emile clock is going on, and if that would be my morning alarm, then the entire house would wake up along with me.
Okay. Yeah. It sounds louder, I think, on the video than it is. It's not that aggressive, but I could not get
well, you got microphones on, so
I couldn't get the clock to stop the other day, if you don't know what they're talking about, and I kept thinking that it stopped, but it was just like low, and I was like, oh my God, it's still going.
As well as Aaron, who said, you two are really funny and are the best. I love this channel to get the news rather than watching the boring news on TV. Preach.
That's what we're here for.
As we mentioned earlier, it's been great to hear from you guys and everything happening in your hometown at the moment. And Stephanie shared, it's not in my town, I live in Utah, but people have been hoarding like it's the apocalypse. They've been hoarding all of the toilet paper, paper towels, cleaning wipes or cleaners. When I went to Walmart, the aisles were empty where those items were displayed. People have lost their minds.
I mean, there were so many comments from you guys about the coronavirus and what you were dealing with. And Susan and I were texting yesterday because, you know, okay, it's getting real.
It's getting real.
And so I was like, listen, we should go to the store after work. So we were texting each other from the store.
What have you got? I was like, what's over there? Do you have any oatmeal over there?
Had some oatmeal, got 6 bottles of wine. Got some cheeses, lots of pizza.
Lots of toilet rolls.
Rice, paper towels. We really stocked up. But in all seriousness though, you know I can't talk.
Yeah. No, not yet. You can't talk.
It really is just in case we do have to end up working from home. We just want to make sure that we're stocked and we're safe.
Yeah.
And I eat a lot.
Yeah, I eat a lot too, you guys. And also, speaking of the working from home, we don't know right now. We're just like taking each day as it comes. There is, granted, a lot of people working from home from our office at the moment. So as time goes on, we'll keep you updated. And hey, if we need to start doing clever news from home, hey, something different.
Just bear with us, guys. All right, so speaking of the coronavirus, I know it's a lot about coronavirus, but it's all in the news right now. And I know Post Malone was on Twitter. I saw on Twitter they were talking about him because of his concert. Yeah,
so basically he had a show in Colorado that wasn't canceled amid all the coronavirus fears, and he's getting quite a bit of backlash about it. We're going to break it down. As we reported, many concerts, festivals, and sporting events, including Coachella, South by Southwest, and more, have been cancelled or postponed due to the widespread coronavirus fears. Artists like Billie Eilish, BTS, Miley Cyrus, and more have also had to postpone or cancel their shows. But last night, Post Malone oddly went on with his concert despite pretty much everything else getting cancelled and organizations basically shutting down or encouraging people to work from home to encourage social distance. Post Malone's show was at the Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado, and it was actually completely sold out. While fans that were there loved the show, many were confused as to why it was actually allowed to happen in the first place, particularly because Blake Shelton's show at the exact same venue on March the 14th has actually been postponed. The Pepsi Center tweeted, quote, "Tonight's Post Malone concert at Pepsi Center is proceeding as scheduled. We continue to monitor the current COVID-19 situation with local, state, and federal authorities. Please continue to monitor venue websites and social media channels regarding any updates to upcoming events." The reaction of a lot of fans was pretty tense, like this person who said, "Post Malone should be as responsible and upstanding as Blake Shelton. So disappointing and irresponsible of the artist and Pepsi Center." And this person who tweeted, "This is incredibly irresponsible of you. To the people who are saying live and not fear, what would you do if you were a carrier and spread this to anyone who is in a high-risk group? Pepsi Center and Post Malone, given the foresight, I hope you can live with blood on your hands." There were a number of people also in the comments section saying things like, "Boomers are mad right now," and "Okay, boomers." And to that, there was also comments like this one saying, "This is a terrible decision. And before anyone hits me with, okay, boomer, I'm 23 and the coronavirus probably won't affect me long term, but this puts those who are much more susceptible at risk." I actually was surprised if the concert went ahead.
Yeah, and you know, as more and more, it's not just concerts, it's festivals. The fact that freaking Broadway shut down, like major award shows, the Masters tournament, like so many things are being canceled, postponed. So I understand why some people are a little upset and more so confused why the concert would still continue. Especially, I think the biggest thing is the fact that you said Blake Shelton's concert
is on Saturday.
Right, and it was postponed. So it's like, what if that's already postponed? Like, what's the reasoning?
Yeah, I think there was like some reasoning behind like the number of cases in Colorado and all those certain things that they take into consideration. But still, at the moment, pretty much everywhere, like you said, immediately has enforced people not congregating together, no big groups, just to avoid the spread. So I really hope anyone that did attend last night wasn't infected, and hopefully it isn't going to really have like the flow-on effect it could have.
Right.
All right, you guys, the fun is not over yet.
No.
It is time for the final rundown, and there's still more fun to be had. And Emile, we're going to do it is time. Whoa. 1, 2, 3.
It's time for the final
rundown. 1.5 minutes.
Oh, wait, no timer today. You'll see why.
You'll see why. Kicking it off with our very first story, Cardi B has had an interesting response to a particular video that's kind of going viral. So Cardi B is reacting to becoming a Donald Trump meme. Earlier this week, we reported on Cardi speaking out about the coronavirus. Then the Saint Hoax Instagram account created a meme of Cardi with Donald Trump's face.
Let me tell y'all motherfuckers something. I don't know what the this coronavirus is about.
Well, Cardi responded saying, "Who did this to me?" And Cardi, the answer is Saint Hoax, which is one of my favorite accounts to follow on Instagram.
Accounts. They're so fun and they're so
funny.
quick.
They're so quick.
It's wild.
Shout out to Saint Hoax.
Oh my gosh, but we must move on because Niall Horan has dropped his new album, Heartbreak Weather, and it's getting rave reviews from fans. If you haven't checked it out, check it out now. It's so good.
Yes, definitely check it out, and we'll also have some music news on our music channel about that. But moving on to our next story, you guys, Flip the Switch has literally blown up this week on social media.
I just flip the switch, flip. I don't know nobody else that's doing this.
Whew, okay, well.
You gotta deepen your voice. You have to deepen your voice.
All right, guys, so I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, this is obviously not Emile's hair. Okay, this is Emile talking now. This is obviously not my hair.
Yeah.
It's obviously not my hair. But, like, we actually had this idea, but we didn't have the wigs. And as you know, with everything happening around LA right now, we couldn't run out and get a wig that actually matched. Right.
What we're trying to say is, we just wanted to bring some humor and levity to your day because I know a lot of people were stressed and freaking out, but we're gonna be fine and we're staying positive, and we hope you enjoyed this episode.
And I'm wearing Emile's shea butter as we discussed earlier.
And I'm still wearing it, even though
Susan. And he's got plenty of shea butter, so Susan thinks that she's gonna start wearing shea butter too now.
How do you get all
this
hair out of your face? Oh, also guys, we asked you what your name should be, like your fan name or your viewer name. There was like DHRers, rundowners,
Runners. Yeah, we also had runners.
Runners. Let us know. We want more suggestions. Not saying those are bad, however, they're not the winners. So just let us know. Let us know in the comment section. In the comment section
That's
below.
not an Australian accent.
That's not an Australian accent.
Now try an Australian accent.
Now try an Australian accent. I can't do it.
Yo, man. Oh, but you didn't say yo, man. Bro, listen.
I do say listen a lot. I can't.
I can't.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for
love
watching.
you guys.
Enjoy your weekend and tune in to Lowdown tomorrow.
Yeah, tune in to Lowdown tomorrow. We have a great episode in store for you guys, and we'll see you guys tomorrow and then again on Monday. Oops. Oh, no, I'm gonna talk like Emile. Hey, I don't know how to say. All right, guys. Yep, do you like that?
Let us know in the comment section. In the comment section below.
That's not an Australian accent.
That's not an Australian accent.